All right, next lesson, body fat measurements and pictures. All this information is going to be stored inside of your trainer eyes. So you can have the comparative stats, the weight, the graph, the charts, the pictures, your nutrition's in there. I want your body stats, things that you can take on your own. But I'm going to also provide a link here to recommended skinfold calipers that I want you to get. You can use a bioimpedance where you stand on the scale or you hold the handheld thing. The bioimpedance is okay. It's going to be 5% of the population is just going to be whacked out, and you can't explain why it's giving you a real goofy reading. For example, I'm obviously in single digit body fat, but when I get on one of those devices, it puts me at 26% every single time. And it could be hydration, which I'm hydrated, so I don't know why it's not doing it. It could be medications, which I'm not on medication, so I don't know why it's doing it. But I want to keep it very simple. So body fat, just because I want you to see the calculation of what percentage of your body is fat, what percentage of your body is lean muscle. And we want the lean muscle to go up and the body fat to go down. So even if your weight is staying the same momentarily, because everybody's going to go through the process a little differently, it's okay, because the body fat, when you do the measurements, and I like to see you do that every 2 weeks, you're going to see body fat went down, weight stayed the same. It means you gained a lot of muscle and you lost a lot of fat. What happens is this: we're going to feed the muscle to starve the fat. Meaning, if we are always in a state of getting plenty of food, your body is not in starvation. Meaning, when you skip meals, your body thinks that you're trying to starve it. So it will purposely lower your metabolic rate, the rate that you burn calories, to try to protect you. And then when food comes in, it takes part of the food and partitions it into the fat cell, and it takes part of the food and it partitions it into the muscle cell. That's called nutrient partitioning. We want to get everything into the muscle cell, nothing in the fat. So as we're fueling the muscle with food and consistency and not missing and never getting into that fat hoarding mode, you're doing your cardio and this sucker's going down like this, like this, like this. And we need to keep this maintained and stoked. That's why the consistency of the meals. All right. So what happens is the muscle is going to come up to a certain point and it's going to level off. You're not going to keep getting more and more and more and more muscle. If anything, you're going to restore muscle that you either dieted off, aged off, or both. So we're going to bring that back, restore it, and then you're going to keep it there. So while this is going up, this is going down, body weight staying the same, this levels off, this keeps going down. Now you're seeing the scale weight go down, which everybody wants to see that. But that's not everything. But eventually it will go down. So you can't, like some trainers would use the excuse with their clients, well, you're gaining muscle, because they're not seeing anything on the scale happen. They can't really fully in depth explain it, so they just blame it on gaining muscle, which is it's fine and it does happen, but you can't keep using that, because sooner or later the body fat, the weight's got to go down. It's just inevitable, unless you came in as a skinny fat person. So, and that's a whole nother ball game. So for now, let's do this every 2 weeks. And like I said, the links to where you can get a very inexpensive caliper, the pictures, the measurements, all this is determination of success. We can leave the body fat out, but I don't want to, because it also tells me when I'm looking at it that if a person's actually eating all their food or not. I can tell if somebody's eating or not just by what the numbers are saying. So again, I've done this forever, so there's no way to outsmart me or the process. So just stick to the plan as guided, as told, as directed, and you got this thing forever. You got it. So let's get on to the next lesson, finish that one up, get that work done, and I'll see you on the next lesson.